Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I want to intro this video. This specific video has been spanning actually months. This is my getting on NetGalley's good side. This is going to help my ratio. I actually have to review one today, so let me do that and then I'll intro. One sec. So currently where I'm at a 69% feedback ratio. I've been approved for 16 things in total. And I've sent feedback on 11, which means that that's 5 that I haven't. 2 of them, which won't be in this video because they're like upcoming and I'm going to read them a little bit later. And then 2 that I'm going to read soon. At least for sure 1 more. I don't know if the other one's going to be in this video, if we're being super honest. But this is getting on NetGalley's good side. That's all that matters, is we are trying to do better. I've been very good at not requesting a lot of books because it was getting a little bit out of hand. I wasn't making time for it. I'm not great at reading ebooks, so I try to stick to audiobooks only, but that's very limiting. So I just haven't been doing it lately. And I was getting denied for a lot of things that I was excited about, which like humbled me and hurt my feelings. So yeah, I'm just trying to get my ratio better so that I can get approved for things again, but I don't know, like, once they expire and the book comes out, if that affects your ratio. I don't understand NetGalley very well, but I'm hoping to make myself in better graces, to get more things, to enjoy the opportunities that NetGalley can provide. So in this, I have 2 DNFs and I have 2 books to read. That's the goal. That's the plans. Again, it's been months in the making. I'm not great at this. But, you know, alas, that is how it be sometimes. So I hope you enjoy this video because woof. Hi. So, I haven't officially started this reading vlog at the point of recording this clip, but I have started sort of one of the books. I kind of just popped in to give it a shot, and 20 pages in, I just need to like quickly get my thoughts out. Malphas, Necromancer Unchained by Casey Sutton. This has like an incredibly short synopsis. It says, Malphas's past has finally caught up with him. He's a renegade, an outlaw, a necromancer. Now he's a prisoner. He's been captured by Inquisitor Deza to be tried, tortured, and executed for his crimes, but they're ambushed by half-hyena marauders, forcing them to take refuge with a heavily wounded battalion already under siege by the monsters. Deza only cares about his mission, but another assault by the marauders would be a death sentence for the battalion. The only option remaining is to free Malphas and to raise an army of the undead. But will the dead be enough to save the living? We're 20 pages in, and that's basically what happened. Like, we've established that Malphas and the Inquisitor are going on a little journey to the Empire together, and that he's a necromancer, that we haven't seen anything. And the reason I got this from NetGalley is because it said necromancer, and I got excited. But it wasn't until I started it where it was like, Dango Unchained? Drango? Fuck. You know what I'm talking about. And I was like, oh, this is like retelling. That's not really for me, mate. So I'm gonna give it a little bit more of a try. It's 289 pages, so like hopefully it'll get better. The writing has been very simple and not very exciting or enticing. I don't understand who these characters are. I don't know why I should care about them already being in a fight. The answer is I don't. And yeah, 20 pages in and I'm just like, I can't believe I requested this. Why would I do this to myself? Why did I do this to myself? But yeah, we're gonna give it a shot. I might end up DNFing this one. We will have to wait and see. But oof. Okay, that's it. I don't know when you'll see me again. Hi, sorry for the fan. I hope it's not too bad, but I'll make this quick. I've started The Vampire of Cologne. I don't remember the author. I don't like it, like, whatsoever. It's boring. It's World War II historical, but with a twist. And the first chapter, the way that it ends, like you're surprised and gripped, but each chapter is following a completely different person and perspective. So there's no getting attached. There's no character depth. You don't really care. So I'm really just skipping it at this point because I just want to know about the vampire, which hasn't even been seen or named yet in the story. It's just like the darkness that's lying within this church that has survived the war, basically. And I'm just like, okay, can we get to something interesting? Can something happen that I care about? Like, they end really well. I like the end of the chapters, but I do not care about getting to know the world and the characters before their death. Like, I don't get it. So I'm gonna skim through this, keep reading, and I will tell you how I feel at the end, but I'm not here for it. This is the face of a girl who just DNF'd a book. Hi, if you're new to my channel, I do not DNF books. I am a completionist. I finish them. I make my way through, even if I'm not enjoying my time. But I can't. I've been reading Vampire of Cologne, and it is so not for me. I don't care about these American soldiers. I don't care about the war. I don't care about the vampire. There's not enough horror elements. Nothing is gripping to me. I can't put myself through it. I've been skimming for 30 pages and I just cannot care. So I'm DNFing, which I feel bad about. I don't like DNFing NetGalley books, especially, but since the book is technically out, I don't care. I'm just done. Like, NetGalley is gonna get my bad review and we're just gonna like leave it as is because I'm done. I can't do it. I can't. I'm so sorry. I feel bad, but I don't want it. I don't want it. I'm just reading to fix, I don't know. The thought of vampires really intrigued me. I was like, yes, vampires. Vampires are so cool. And I do enjoy World War II, typically like historical romance, but I was like, cool, this will be so fun. But I don't know. The language, the writing style wasn't working for me. He uses this word all the time, and even with Austen's help, we don't know what he's trying to say. It just like wasn't connecting for me. And then the actual like vampire himself is such like a minor character 30% into the book that I don't get it. Like, what's the point? I already know that there's a vampire, but our characters who are constantly dying don't know, and I don't care about these American soldiers, so like yeah. And like one of the sections is like a just like history piece where it's like, yeah, well, most of the concentration camps were decent, and I'm like, I don't think I like this. I don't think I want this. I don't think I want anything to do with it. So we're DNFing, which is wild and feels strange, but hopefully NetGalley's okay with that. I don't know. I've never DNF'd something for NetGalley. I've also never given anything on NetGalley less than 3 stars, so it'll be interesting. I'll let you know how the process goes if I figure it out. I'm scared, but it's done. We're done. It's great. I'm fine now. Hello. It's been a while since I have touched anything on NetGalley, but Halloween is coming up, which means a release date is coming up, which means I should try to read this arc before it comes out. Unfortunately, it's like 400 pages long, and I'm really slow when it comes to ebooks especially, but I am now 73 pages in, so that's a win. I've read it for like an hour or so last night and like an hour or so this morning, so I'm getting some progress. We're almost 100 pages in, which means we're almost a fourth of the way through. Taking my wins where I can. I'm talking about What the River Knows by Isabella Ibanez. Hold on, we need to check if the fire is burning out or exploding. Oh! I'm sure it's fine. I'm in charge of like the fire today. It's very cold in Oregon. And so I'm on fire duty while Austin went to his appointment. I'm sure it's fine. It's cool. It's okay. This is most of my day. It's just been like getting ready and watching and hanging out by a fire. Very cold, now being very toasty. But I have made it 73 pages into What the River Knows by Isabella Ibanez. I don't remember, I'm so sorry. But basically I don't actually know fully what the premise is. I do know that you butthead. Jacked. Completely spot jacked. What's going on? Okay, we'll just sit on the floor. It's fine. It's only like a little bit cold down here. It's cool. But basically, I'm not sure what the like plot necessarily is at the moment, or like where it is heading. What we know so far is that we are following Inez, and she has been living with her aunt in Buenos Aires for some time, and her parents live like half the year with her and like the family, and the other half of the year in Egypt. Oh my god, I just completely brain farted. She's 19. She requested that she join her parents in Egypt, as they've constantly forbade. They've not allowed it. They don't want her anywhere near it. But she gets a letter instead of their disappearance, and they've been presumed dead. So she takes it upon herself to escape in a way, like run away to Egypt to try and like solve this mystery, see like what was keeping them drawn to Egypt so much, like why they wanted to be there, what's been going on. And so we've really only established so far that her parents have disappeared, potentially died, and she is now in Egypt, where her uncle resides, and his assistant, I guess we can call him, Mr. Hayes, Whit Hayes. We do get some of his perspective. He's clearly going to be the love interest. And basically, like, she's being rejected in Egypt as well, and she's not having it. So I am enjoying it. I'm really liking the writing. I don't know really where it's going to go. I'm assuming it's going to be like some type of excursion mystery. I don't know. It could go in a lot of places, but I'm excited. I'm enjoying it. I like the writing. It's been easy to read. So far so good. I like it. Okay, hey. I don't remember if I've updated on my journey of reading What the River Knows or not. I feel like I have, but I've been reading this for like a few weeks now, that like it's hard to remember. But basically, I've been consistently reading like a chapter a night, just because me and ebooks like aren't super close, and I haven't been able to get an audiobook, and I haven't really wanted to buy it on Audible, but I might. I'm loving this though. It is the perfect banter between these two characters, and I'm enjoying the world, the magic system I'm really intrigued about. I'm loving the setting of being in Egypt, and like currently we're traveling along the Nile, and it's just like I'm enjoying the atmosphere and everything. But we're spending a lot of time with Inez, our main character, and when she is not with Mr. Hayes, I don't really find myself caring as much. I think the writing is beautiful and well done, but I get a little bored just like listening to the repetitiveness of this story. Like, I'm 177 pages in, which means I have 300 to go, and it is just, her inner dialogue is always the same. Mr. Hayes is so handsome, but also like arrogant and annoying, which, you know, I'll take those conversations. Because they're just, this book has me squealing and giggling like a little girl, and I love it. But when it comes to talking about her uncle and her parents, like, there's such few truths coming out that it becomes repetitive, because she's just repeating the same issues over and over again. But this is a story that I'm having so much fun with, and I'm really enjoying, and it's one that I really want the audiobook for, because I think the audiobook could be really good. But the hold on the libraries is just too long. But yeah, we'll see if I decide, because that's what happens when you take too long to read your arcs. They come out, and then you can just get audiobooks and buy them. I'm very hopeful that in my next unboxing for the month of November. Yes, the November unboxings, I am super desperately hoping that a special edition of What the River Knows is in one of them, because I need a copy of this so bad. I'm having so much fun. I do already recommend this. I saw somebody was reading this on my Goodreads like friend list, and they got to like a new part and they were like, what is going on? And they were like freaking out, and so I'm just like, I'm so excited. But yeah, I'm loving Wit and Inez. I think that they're so much fun together, and I just love their banter. But I like this undertone of a mystery in Egypt, and it's just like, I don't know. I'm enjoying it. I'm really liking it. It's feeling a little long for me because I want there to be a little bit more action going on. Like when things are happening, I'm like, yes, this is good. But when Mr. Hayes is off screen, I'm like, okay, can we get back to the boy? Let me see the man. So. Oh, this is so funny. I look like a hot mess. What's good? This tickles. Oh my god. Hello, I have literally just finished What the River Knows by Isabel Ibanez. I'm distraught. It's conflicting. Like, I want to say that I loved this because it gave me a lot of those, like, good feelings. I really enjoyed their romance, but I didn't really love everything about it. So it's probably closer to like a 4-star, just because the plot twists, the things that happened, were really easy to tell, like from a mile away. Like the seed of doubt throughout the story just like never really landed for me. So I always knew what was kind of happening or going to happen, and like so on and so forth. But the epilogue did hurt me, I'll be honest. I don't like that. I didn't like the epilogue. I know it's gonna be like, I know this is a series, and so like it's gonna all come together and it's gonna make sense, and like it's a misunderstanding, but you know, I get it, but I don't like it. But yeah, my thoughts basically have been the same. I like the writing. I like the love interest together. I don't really care so much about like our main character or a lot of the side characters. I feel like they could have used a little bit of work on their own, but when Inez does interact with like certain side characters, I do enjoy it. I'm interested in some characters that I think could have been utilized a little bit more, and if they're gonna make a reappearance in the sequel. But characters were okay, writing was good. The setting and atmosphere of Egypt and Cairo and like exploring a tomb, like I loved that. That was probably my favorite part. I've never read a book set in Egypt, especially like in the 1800s. I really enjoyed it. I thought that was so well done, and it was just so beautiful, and the like it's like unfortunately beautiful, you know, like the colonial colonization of foreign lands, because the British are the British. I think that like it has a good base for a setting, because there are a lot of societal conversations to be had, but also just like of the time there's a lot of conversation to be had, plus like the historical accuracy to the time period. I thought it was just like very well done, handled very well, seemed pretty educated. I really enjoyed that. The plot definitely was long. The plot was definitely long. And this maybe could have been shortened a little bit, because it would get a little bit repetitive at times, and I'm just like, yes, I understand her inner dialogue. Yes, can we get to the next like big action scene? Can we get to furthering the plot a little bit more? As much as I enjoy being in the setting. I don't want to be in her head this much. So yeah, I think it would be a 4 stars. I did enjoy this. I'm definitely going to continue with the series. I'm very excited to read her, I want to say, debut that came out last year. We burned together. We burned together. Burning. I think Owl Crate came out with a special edition last year. I have the audiobook available on Hoopla or Everand. I don't know yet if I'm going to say Scribd or Everand. I mostly still say Scribd. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that's my little review. I'm definitely going to keep my eye on this author. I'm excited to see whatever comes out next, especially the series and just like any future things I will be interested in picking up. So this was a good experience. Finally, something I enjoy. Oh my god. This is like my worst reading vlog ever. I think 2 D&Ms, 1 success, and like another flop. So today I read To Shape a Dragon's Breath, and I was so excited for this. I've seen it recommended since the whole like Rebecca Yarros fiasco, and so I was kind of like excited to finally get to it because I had put it off for so long. Purchased the audiobook on Audible. I was so excited and like had high hopes for it. Yes, I know. I'm so late on my arcs. Sue me. I'm getting better. It's fine. I didn't like this. I really, really wanted to like this. And it's not completely bad. It's a very low, generous 3 stars. My heart says 2, but like realistically it's more of a low 3. But it was a fucking slog to get through this today. It's 5.5 hours at 3 times speed. I at some point pumped it up to 3.5 because I just needed it to end. We are in this following our main character, who is a part of an indigenous tribe, and she comes across a dragon's egg one day. And in their culture, like, whoever finds the dragon egg will often bond with it, and they kind of become the dragon's mother, if you will. But in their culture, like, they usually would pass down history of like dance and singing and like how to train and ride with a dragon, but they've lost that information. And so she is basically brought to an English, I don't know why, for alternate history. Either make up some words or just stick it with like a historical history and just like make it historically accurate to some degree. Like, it's fantasy. There's dragons. I can let my brain have some disbelief on what's going on. Just call them fucking English. Like, okay. Anyways, that felt a little lazy. But basically, she gets sent to a dragon school, which sounds so promising. But that is truly the point where the book got bad. And that's like 10 chapters in or something. Like, it's not it. She gets to the school, and it is politics, it is education, it is learning in the school, it is very little dragons, it is our main character, who I am like happy and proud with, but also she's never challenged, she has no flaws, everything she does is perfect, she's always like correct and right, and there's no nuance, so nobody's gonna like speak against what she says, even though like they have an entirely cultural, colonizational mindset. They're just like, oh yeah, what she's saying is real. It's like, have you ever talked to a conservative? Because that's not how the conversation would go. And it just bothered me so much how it was just so easy for her. She was so perfect. She could do nothing wrong. Nobody would ever fight back. There was genuinely like no tension, no challenge, no room for growth. Like, she was peak perfect the whole time. And I was just like, why am I here? I really enjoyed the queer rep. I really enjoyed the normalization of polyamory, because that is normal. And there was, I think, a neurodivergent side character, and there was just like a good cast of characters. But the narrator, oh my god, the narrator and these like posh English European people that she voiced, I hated every one of them. And I genuinely, like, it was like a mocking tone. Like, when I like mimic people in politics that I don't like, I don't do it in like a kind, fun way. Well, it is fun for me, but like, I can't take it serious. I can't listen to what they're saying. It was so degrading all the time. Like, all of these people, like, I understand there is accuracy to that. Like, people do talk down to people of color just in general and, like, talk to them like they're so fucking stupid. I get that, but it would happen, like, every single interaction, and I was just like, no, okay, I hate all these people, but, like, what am I supposed to do with this rage? Like, no, but there's no challenges. They're just saying baffling things, and then they're just like, oh yeah, you should be careful, girl. You say these things, it's dangerous. You could get in trouble. I'm just like, she doesn't, though. There's no danger. I'm annoyingly upset about this, and I don't need to be. It's not that serious. I just, like, this book had so much potential, and I was so excited for it, but genuinely, the dragons were so boring and lacking. They were like large cats. There was nothing interesting about them, and I understand that this came out at, like, the worst time. Like, nobody should be releasing a dragon book right now this year because the competition is fierce, and I get that. I understand that it's hard to read a different dragon book and not have comparisons of, like, what you're wanting from a dragon. I get it. It's not fair, which is why I'm not rating this 2 stars, because I understand that it's me. I'm also part of the problem. But the writing wasn't anything to, like, jump about. It wasn't, I wanted to like it so much. I wanted this to end on a high note. Prick, man, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I hope you enjoyed this video anyway. What a mess. What a disaster. I have 2 more, well, technically 3. I still have All of Our Demise to finish. I know, rough, but I have 3 NetGalleys. I did request 1 today, though. We'll see. I don't know if I'll get it, but that comes out in February, so I don't have to worry about it. But I have 2 current NetGalleys. One that I have to read before December 20th, and it's on the shorter side, so I definitely think I can do it. And the other one is the sequel to Emily Wilde. So I also will get to that, like, probably Christmas break, early January, before it comes out. So, like, I'm doing good. My ratio is now 75%. I'm not too upset about it. So, like, overall, I'm glad that I finally got these done. I'm bummed that 2 of them just really sucked. I really would love marketing to be a little bit better for books. Oh, what a shame. What a shame. Oh, I'm so upset. Okay, I'm gonna go. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe. I'll see you later. Bye.